We are here to inspire, inform, and connect a community of entrepreneurs. This is Business Rockstars. I'm Pat O'Brien. Eden Gillott Bow is our guest from Gillott Communications. Hi, Eden.
Hello.
How are you? Hello,
Good,
I like that. Eden is a crisis solver, almost more than anything. Yeah. So it's somebody that I like. How busy are you?
It's actually kind of funny. The first part of the year is actually kind of quiet, and I believe it's because everyone makes New Year's resolutions to be on their best behavior.
Right.
Starting towards the end of January, which is now, people are starting to slip along with their gym memberships.
And how does that work? I mean, do they call you? What happens here?
So generally, people call us when the stuff has hit the fan.
Help.
Yeah, pretty much. I wish that more people were more proactive about it, but generally people wait until something happens. Their first call is generally to their lawyer, and their second call is either to us or to their family, depending on the situation.
What levels of trouble are we talking about?
Oh, everything. There are some people who want to be proactive, and so they're trying to manage situations before they get really bad. And they could be anything from, employment disputes within their business to the celebrities that once you hit a certain level of fame, crazy comes and finds you. Board members tend to get in a lot of trouble. And I think a lot of people that join boards are so excited at the opportunity to sit on a board, they don't realize all of the responsibilities that come along with it. And so those things are, I lovingly call it oops, where'd the money go?
Right.
A lot of times.
Fraud,
embezzlement. The people that are running the organization, they're under, a bigger microscope than most people because boards have to be squeaky clean and nonprofits have to be, living up to a higher standard.
Everybody who gets in trouble panics, and they want it all solved in one day.
Yeah.
Right. Get these people off me. And in doing that, am I right? They'll do stupid things.
Mm-hmm. It's telling them, breathe. We got this. I'm always a big believer in you got to tell the truth. And it's one of those things that if you tell the truth, you're not going to have a problem remembering what you told people later because
Exactly.
It's the truth. Some people think that they can get away with lying. And especially with the internet nowadays, you can't do that. I call it the unfair burden of proof. It's one of those things that when allegations are made, even if they're not true, we're a very cynical society and we're going to believe probably the worst thing unless we hear otherwise. And so if somebody makes an allegation against you, you want to get out there and tell your side of the story. Otherwise, if someone's just making crazy allegations online and your side never pops up, if someone's doing research, they're only going to see a one-sided story and
Right.
It's not going to be yours.
Yeah.
So crisis comes in, we have to gather all the facts because if we don't have all the facts, we can't protect our clients the best way. We've actually had to let a couple go because they've withheld certain facts. Their reasoning being, well, if I told you the whole truth, you wouldn't have an easy time representing me. And I'm thinking, well, yeah, but now that really undermines our strategy. And you look like a liar. We look like we can't counsel you well. So we got.
So you're kind of like a defense attorney, right?
It's if I wasn't doing crisis PR, I'd be a lawyer.
Right.
Yeah.
What a choice. Give me the kinds, without mentioning people, give me the kinds of cases that come in.
We get a lot of labor and employment cases, especially in California. California labor laws are just insane. There is an episode of The Good Wife, and Eli Gold says it's not about the facts, but what the facts can be made to look like. So it's important to know all the facts, but it's how you craft them and put them together. It's all about how you frame something.
Right.
Yeah.
That's why I should have hired you. So when you're one of those people who gets in trouble, wouldn't you hire you early on, anticipating that you will? Or aren't people
You'd
that
like
smart?
to think so.
Yeah.
It's like going to the doctor. There are some people like, oh, I'm feeling a little bit sick, but I'm just going to see just how bad this gets.
But sometimes clients get so wrapped up in themselves, they think they can solve it.
Yeah.
No matter what the problem is.
Well, the best part about it is that when they've already called us, they know that they need help. It's one of those things that it's really hard to be objective when you're dealing with your own situation.
There's a lot of ways to get in trouble now.
There are a lot of ways to get in trouble. And with the internet, the speed and the documentation only makes it worse. And so it's one of those things that when something happens, you need to really get out there and tell your side of the story. Otherwise, the one side is just going to show up and your side is not going to be visible at all. So people are only going to believe what they see. There's always something that you can say or do to make the situation better. And
How about hang up?
Saying no comment makes it look like you're hiding something. It's one of those things that, you can't please everyone and not everyone's going to be a fan of you. And there are going to be people that are going to be upset, but it's really about where your audience is. And if the people that you care about are reading it, then you should care about it and respond. I was always very good at, playing devil's advocate and framing a story in a way to basically deliver bad news in the nicest way possible. I actually started my career writing breakup letters for friends in elementary school. It's about delivering bad news in the nicest way possible. And so it actually segues over into business. It's the same thing where, if you're having a business dispute, it's breaking up with that person and, controlling the damage. Generally, they're very relieved to be on the phone with us. Once they got legal, they've got us.
Well, that's a big thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, because you're an angel to them.